something that we talked about last week in great detail that is really now an international story. That's the spill in Ohio, there, Bisho's home state. We talked about this last week in some detail. Now, I want to say something. So I don't have this person's permission, so I'm not going to say who they are. Somebody basically said to me that I was taking a little bit of a shit on the people in Ohio last week, or that maybe we were, but I certainly was, which I don't think we were, when we were sort of referring to them as like MAGA. You guys know what I'm talking about. So for people that forgot, we were just making a little lighthearted conversations about the what happened in Ohio, which is terrible, and we are 100% on the side of the people, the 4,700 people whose livelihoods and life might be affected there. But when we saw pictures of them, I'm sure we did say they were a little January 6-y, right? I mean, this, right? Shot.
No, but I mean, come on, they had to camouflage everything. Come on.
No, I know, but again, we were being judgmental, but we were doing it sardonically, right?
Dude,
I mean,
stereotypes, stereotypes are sometimes right.
Yeah, we were making jokes, right, Bisho? Like we didn't.
And even I, as a resident of Ohio,
yeah, you're from fucking Ohio.
No shit. Like I live in a town that's about the same size, maybe probably even smaller, because I live outside of the main city now. But like even I said, now they may look like that, but these are like regular, everyday working people that just want to go to work and pay their bills and have a nice little life. So I think we try to do a good job of being balanced. But guys, this is a comedy show.
Again, it's a comedy show. We're but my whole thing was I want to bring awareness to it because I think it's a fucking an ecological disaster that could literally, be a much bigger thing. Now, I have to say, it had nothing to do with us at all, but just by sort of many people saying this, like us, whether it's on public or in private or talking about it at work, this story is everywhere now. Okay. It's everywhere. It's been everywhere. Like CNN runs it all day. MSNBC, the mayor of the town has been on TV quite a bit. But the thing that we talked about in particular was that we just had a feeling that it was very Trumpy town. And again, at that point in time, it was just a visual, right, Shah? We didn't see any Trump signs or anything. We just visually observed the camo on flannel, probably big Trump town, right?
Yeah, that's pretty much what I go by. I mean, you look at the background, you have abandoned trucks and rusty ass,
Again, no signs. We didn't see anything like that.
No signs, nothing political
no MAGA
at all.
Hats, nothing. Right, Bichot? We just want to be clear. Well, fast forward, I guess, was it yesterday? And as we're recording this, and our suspicions were correct. Geographically, I did a little deep dive, and guess how much the area guys voted for Trump in the last election? You had to guess.
68.
No, that would be great. So the town, overwhelmingly, Trump won the town by like 40%. It was over 40% of the town. Like, it's a major Trump area, big. And Trump must have knew this because he went there, and wow, I mean, now Bisho, this isn't a surprise, of course, right? I mean,
no, and I was gonna say something last week, but I didn't get to it. I was gonna say Trump is looking for something big to launch his reelection with. How better than to go to a town like this? Even if he fucked the EPA when he was president, because he doesn't give a shit, he's a liar.
Yeah, his choice for the EPA was just as shitty as Buttigieg. I want to be very clear about that. Whatever her name was, Chow.
But then if he goes to this town when nobody's visited this town yet, and nobody's talking about it, and he was can there come first. In and go, you see, this wouldn't happen if I was the president. I'd be the first one in here to help clean this up, like New York and all this shit.
Well, they gave him, guys. They gave him. It was. I mean, this was kind of like, it was almost like a liberator coming to free a repressive regime. I mean, this was like dictatorship levels, flags everywhere, whatever MAGA the stuff culty. They had. You could take
very culty.
Very. Now listen, that does just. I'm trying to be as diplomatic as possible. That doesn't mean anything really other than the aesthetics. That doesn't mean they deserve to be poisoned. That doesn't
not
mean
at all. Not
even the slight. We would never even on a comedy show.
I wouldn't pray that on my fucking worst enemy. All I was saying is just off the looks, based on what people look like in Pennsylvania that I know are Trump supporters and MAGA people. Yeah, they kind of look
massive guys, massive turnout, and then like they gave him their kids literally draped. I'm not making this up. We could put the clip up. We'll see it, but you could find kids draped in Trump flags, like draped in it, right? Bisho, almost like capes.
See, I didn't see that.
Oh, I sent it to you guys. I sent it to you.
Oh, shit.
I'll send it to you again. It was with the kids talking about the water. They're all wearing giant house. If you pull up the thing talking about the water. Now, listen, again, to be clear, just so everybody understands, this is just an aesthetic of the circumstance. Now, Trump also did something very interesting. He bought them shit tons of McDonald's.
Big Macs.
And there's a clip of, look, guys.
Oh my God, I didn't see that they were Trump ones.
Yeah, look at this. Yeah. I mean, the kids are draped in Trump flags. Draped. They're wearing them like schmatas, like schmucks, like peasants fleeing like the war in the World War One.
Yeah, do you remember the show Guts in the 90s, Shaw, where the kids would win the games and then they drape their country's flag over them and run around the track?
Yeah, it just kind of look like.
Yeah, they look, I mean, and again,
this MAGA Olympics.
This does not mean anything other than the aesthetics of the circumstance. But boy, I mean, I have to say, I'm wrong about Trump all the time in terms of, I always think the guy, Trump is Jason Voorhees, old school. You think he's dead, you think it's over, and then he gets up like the Undertaker. I mean, this threw him into the spotlight again. He bought them truckloads, guys. Do you see did you guys see the cavalcade, the caravan of McDonald's?
Dude, you can't tell me that. Come on, man. The stereotype is true. You bought a fucking McDonald's. Come on.
Well, the funny thing is, there's a funny thing where he's in the
McDonald's.
McDonald's
shit, dude. Go listen last week.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
I was like, yo, they're MAGA people.
McDonald's. Dude, there's a great line. There's a great line where he's in the McDonald's and he's stepping up to the woman there and everybody's like bugging out. Of course, he was a super famous person. He was a president, and he was like, I'm looking at the menu. I bet you I know this menu better than anybody in here, huh? And the place went bananas, B-Show. Like, it was like the zinger. Like his comedic timing. Rogan has said this about him constantly, and he's not wrong. Trump has comedic timing. He does, right? I mean, the guy just knows how to drop a line.
Yeah, he's an entertainer for sure, man.
Oh,
he's
100%.
Great timing.
You could
knows how to read the room.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, did you see B-Show when he dropped the McDonald's line in the McDonald's? I mean, it was just like reading the room. Like, these motherfuckers in there ate this shit up. Like, ate it the fuck up. Yeah, there he is right there. Yeah, this is yesterday. That's him talking to the girl. And he's got his hat on. What does it say? Oh, there's a kid with the MAGA hat on. Yeah.
Probably Make America Great. Oh,
probably. Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
He's giving out MAGA hats. I mean, look at him. Dude, look at him. He's in his glory. And by the way, man, they turned the fuck out for him. They turned the fuck out. Town, 4,700 in that town. There was probably everybody and their mother was there.
3 Big Macs, dude.
Yeah, dude, you got to see the caravan of Big Macs.
I saw that on Twitter.
And listen, man, my heart weeps for these people. Please don't get this twisted. This is an ecological disaster on poor rural people who, quite frankly, probably didn't have the greatest quality of life prior, and their whole world is in the toilet, literally. There's issues with the drinking water. There's issues with fucking the air quality. They're worried about fucking dying. They're worried about getting cancer. They're worried about being even more impoverished. And this is what they got. I mean, this is it. Yeah, he buys McDonald's for the Palestine Fire Department. I thought he bought it for the whole town. Yeah, did he just buy it for the fire department?
Oh, I thought he bought it for the whole town.
That's what I thought too. It's a small ass town. I'm just buying it for the firemen. I'm just getting it for those guys. That's it.
Well, did you guys hear the not only I didn't see the McDonald's thing, but I heard that he was shucking Trump water. We brought cases and cases of water to help because you can't drink your water.
He brought pallets. He brought pallets of bottles of water that have say Trump on it. Guys, look, I mean, this is like.
Well, do you think this is a nice gesture, obviously.
Of course, can't shit on the gesture.
But at the same time, I don't know if it's genuine or if this is a marketing scheme.
To these people, and I'm saying these people, I'm referring to the motherfucking people in this town whose lives are fucked.
Yeah, it doesn't matter to them. But I'm saying, do you think Trump is being genuine, or do you think this is a marketing scheme? Okay, that's what I'm asking.
Are you insane?
But that's even shittier to take advantage of a situation.
Are you high, young man?
Of course, buy like $20,000 worth of bottled water and use it as a marketing strategy. It's kind of.
I mean, look. That's his base. He stepped up for his base. He was there before Biden was in. Biden's out of the country. I don't know if he's back yet, but Biden was in the Ukraine, and Trump went there, and he took a shit on Biden. And by the time Buttigieg got there, it's been weeks later. They attacked him there today. I mean, look, it's a red area. But this should not really. It doesn't fucking matter. We're not acknowledging the obviousness of this. People are going to come in and take advantage of the people there, right? I mean, Bisho. I mean, how difficult would that have been to come in and take advantage of everybody there?
I mean, honestly, haven't they already by like denying the truth and what's going on and covering shit up? And there's a thing Biden citing in a Supreme Court decision to protect Norfolk Southern in another case against being sued.
Yeah. I mean, because we already fucked the railroad workers there. So
and so like I would already argue that they're being taken advantage of, and here comes Trump, and these people. Look, if they voted for him and they supported him, I don't care. This is an American issue. It's not like Trump or Biden or whatever.
Doesn't matter.
And this guy shows up. He buys food for the fire department. He brings the people water, and he looks at the administration like Rick and Morty looking at the president and says, "Hey, I'm here. Where the fuck were you?"
Yeah,
I took care of it.
Yeah, it's a bit of it is a W for him. I mean, I can't. How else? Right, Sha? I mean, it's a PR slam dunk. Honestly, it just is.
Yeah, that's all I was saying. It's a great marketing scheme. It's just kind of obviously they're benefiting from it, and that's great. I obviously want them to have anything possible at this moment, but it's kind of rough that he uses this as an outlet.
Well, this is what politicians do. I mean,
I know. They all do it.
In this country.
They all do it. It's just weird.
We show up to places after we show up after
money, man. Just donate money. You don't have to show up with fucking Big Macs. I think
Big Macs and water and MAGA hats and
that's the thing, man. He puts on a show. He needs the red carpet
Unreal.
out.
I haven't seen this in a while. And I've been wrong when I say I've been wrong about Trump. My predictions about Trump have been wrong since 2016. I never thought he was getting the nomination. I never thought he was going to win the election. And, I certainly, who could have predicted the insanity, after January 6th. So I'm always wrong when it comes to this guy, but he does have a Jason Voorhees quality, doesn't he, Bisho?
He does. And imagine the balls you got to have. Like we mentioned the EPA, imagine blocking, and I think it was his administration in the EPA, or not EPA, Transportation Security Board.
Yeah, he lessened a lot of regulations for profit, and now all these things are a problem.
And then he comes out and says, "Hey, I'm going to buy everybody Big Macs," and it's like, and they cheer him.
Yeah,
because that's what politics is anymore in this country. And man, I don't know what it is, but that's why people vote for him. You ever heard the phrase "never argue with an idiot"? It's like an idiot can say something, and as long as it's funny, or as long as people laugh, or as long as people think he's being genuine, it doesn't matter if some asshole comes by with a clipboard and says, "Oh no, he lied here, he lied here." It doesn't matter. It's in the moment. He knows how to read the room. He's the dude who went not gonna speculate on what he did in college parties, but he's the guy that you could see at a college party who's a fucking doofus, but he's holding court in the middle of the room with a beer in his hand, and people are laughing and joking, no matter how much a piece of shit they got.
No, he's been straight. He's straight edge. Trump is edge. He's been edge his whole life. He's never had a drink.
I'm talking about the aesthetic, that type of dude holding court.
I'll buy wine, but I won't drink it. You guys enjoy it. Yeah, I mean, this is a bit. Look. He Big Mac'd his way into the room. He Big Mac'd it. I mean, he knew. He knew he was going into safe territory.
That's going to be his campaign slogan, Return of the Mac.
Return of the Big Mac.
He's going to do a joint campaign with McDonald's. It's going to be Return of the Mac.
Dude, he's going to get the rights to Return of the Mac.
Yo, that would actually be fucking amazing.
Oh, that's the greatest thing, B-Show, you've ever said in your life. We're calling the episode Return of the Big Mac. But I'm just saying, dude, he just walks, dude, he's just going to walk out and be like, "Oh, remember when I was in East Palestine last year and Biden was over giving $100 billion to the Ukraine?"
And Buttigieg was on his third
little Pete shows up
leave.
After I'm there. There was no crowds for him. Did you see the crowds for me? Did you see them? Did you see my crowds?
He's so short they couldn't see him over my crowds. It was amazing.
There was no crowds for Buttigieg. For me, I was signing autographs everywhere. Did you see that? Did you get an autograph? Did you get one? And dude, let me tell you something. I guarantee you, everyone in that town, if there was an election tomorrow, not that it wasn't his base already, But this motherfucker, I mean, it's remarkable, right?
Dude,
like
honestly, as they should though. Honestly, he showed up. He's the one that showed up. I would too if I was.
Look,
I'd probably be a MAGA person
let me tell you something.
MAGA.
Everybody listening to this and everybody on this show, anybody who's been, we all have one thing in common. There's a motherfucker out there that don't like us and that we don't like. And I am telling you this wholeheartedly. If my mortal enemy, and I'm driving by the side of the highway and my mortal enemy is standing outside with a blown out tire in a snowstorm with his kids, I'm pulling the fuck over. Not to pat myself on the back, because I just don't know another way. That's the way. You're supposed to, you gotta, and look, and I'm not saying that he did some big altruistic thing, but to the people there, you got to think about what this means to the people there who are afraid to turn their fucking tap water on. Who the kids are saying that they're still letting the kids in the middle school drink the fucking water fountain, drink from the water fountain. And they're saying they get headaches when they breathe in school and the headaches go away when they get out of town. Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, like that's some third world shit right there.
This is America in 2023.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like, you know, and I don't think these kids are fronting either. I don't think this is a sophisticated pulling the wool over the public's eyes. I mean, Bisho, did you see the thing with the kids talking about the water?
No, I heard other people talking about the other stuff. Like there was a lady who they were told she could go home and get some stuff and leave, and it was safe. And then when she went to take a shower, she had like chemical burns from the air on her face and her neck. God. It's like, and the sad thing too is, and you know what? I hate to be like anti-corporate shit, but like these companies and the airline companies, they have a certain amount of money they know that they can afford to pay out in lawsuits.
Oh, sure.
And they call it collateral damage. So they know in a town like this, they know they can put up with a certain amount of this stuff and pay people off. And did you hear the people getting medical care? If you go to get medical care and you accept a check from Norfolk Southern, allegedly, yeah, you can't sue. They have whole.
You can't be in a class action. Yeah, why do you think they're offering the checks, Bijou?
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, Shah, you didn't hear that?
That is so
basically,
wild.
Yeah. No. By the way, this is not uncommon. We've seen this in if you've ever heard of the movies Gasland, with Sean, your background in Pennsylvania, when all the fracking. This is when fracking got very popular, as a result of fracking, poisoning water, people lighting their fucking water on fire. In Pennsylvania.
Yeah, because of the methane fumes or whatever.
Because of methane fumes, right, from the fracking, from digging so deep into the fucking earth and letting the fucking methane, spill into the fucking natural running water.
Are you talking about Central PA?
I don't know where in PA. I haven't seen it. It's a long time.
Probably.
It's what they call the real life Silent Hill.
Yeah.
That's
I mean,
this is different. That's an abandoned mining town.
Yeah, no, this is I can't remember the guy's name. This is Josh Fox, and I think he got Me Too'd actually, but Josh Fox made two documentaries called Gasland and Gasland 2, all about fracking. And he was going to people in his hometown, and you could light the fucking you can light the water on fire. I mean, guys, this is in 2011, by the way. This is like almost 15 years ago, 14 years or 13 years ago. Yeah, you can light your water on fire, and yet you're being told by the EPA it's fine. Have you ever lit your water on fire, Shaheen?
That's fucking terrifying.
Yeah, guys, by the way, this isn't a shtick. This is an indeed low budget.
This is not even like a little bit of fire. This is like fucking
flames.
Fire.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, flames. Like if a pro wrestler has to pee in a cup.
To pour gas. Would you say when a wrestler pees in a cup?
Yeah, like when a pro wrestler has to pee in a cup. Like flames shoot out the dick. Like, by the way, you guys would love. He's very grating person, Josh Fox, but that doesn't change. Look, there's a guy lit his hose on.
Holy
That's
shit.
Insane, dude.
All real.
That's fucking crazy.
Look, there's somebody running water from an industrial hose. So, I mean, we've seen this before, and yet we don't have no progress. Multiple administrations later, doesn't matter. Does not matter. And if you guys have never seen it, and if you're not really familiar with fracking, and it's not a political thing to me, it's just a fucking ecological thing. You shouldn't be able to light your water. Rule number 3005, my water shouldn't be flammable. That's one of the things I would say.
Has this been fixed since then?
No.
Or is this still a problem?
Are you crazy?
They can still light their fucking water on fire?
I don't know about, I mean, fixed as in, is it never happening anywhere else? Clearly that's not the case.
Yeah.
But but I highly encourage people to watch Gasland. It is, like I said, the dude is grating. I wish he didn't narrate. He's got an awful voice for this, but and he got thrust into the spotlight there, but I think he got Me Too'd. I'm almost positive. That doesn't change the fact that he uncovered that people's water was on fire. You know what I mean? Like, dude, it's wild. It's a wild documentary. Like it's really, it's intense, man. Your drinking water shouldn't burn. I don't know. Call me crazy. But, we're going to keep an eye on this thing. The world is watching. We don't know what's going to happen. They're saying it's safe. They're doing everything they can to avoid these massive lawsuits. And honestly, I think it's a fucking sick shit. I mean, it's just gross. Absolutely gross.